Hello guys, this will be a short video which might help you in understanding vectors a little better. So we will start with the basic question. What is a vector? A vector is usually defined as something which has a magnitude and a direction. But what exactly does this mean? Let's take a look at a few examples. The most common examples of a vector that we use daily are of displacement, velocity, and force. Let's take a closer look at the example of velocity. Whenever you say you are going at like 50 kilometers per hour, the obvious next question is where are you going? And this is exactly the thing which differentiate vectors from a scale. The information about a vector is incomplete without the specification of a direction. But it is not the case with scalars. If you say I weigh 60 kg today, it gives a complete information because weight. But when you talk about a vector, the direction is equally important as that of the magnitude. Now I will talk about the basic vector operation, which is the vector addition. There are two laws regarding the same. One is the parallelogram law and the second is the triangle law. These are just two different approaches which leaves the exact same result. You can choose either one which you prefer. Suppose you are given two vectors A and B represented by the red and blue arrows in the diagram. You are supposed to find the vector A plus B. In the parallelogram method, we join the two vectors A and B such that they have a common starting point. Then we construct a parallelogram and finally we have to join the diagonal which is represented by the green arrow, which gives the vector A plus B. The triangle law gives an equivalent method to find the same. In this method, we join the vectors A and B end to end. And the final vector A plus B is given by a line joining the base of the first vector to the head of the second vector, again denoted by the green arrow. As you can see from the diagram, both of them gives exactly the same results. An important point here to note is that any vector should follow these laws of vector addition. Anything that doesn't follow these rules are simply not vectors. The next important thing is to find the magnitude of the resultant vector. So let's have a look how do we. Here we have the two vectors, vector A and vector B, denoted by the red arrows, and the resultant vector A plus B denoted by the blue arrow. Let's say the angle between vector A and vector B is given by the angle theta as shown in the diagram. Now let's form a right angle triangle with the vector B as its hypotenuse. We can easily see that the height of the right triangle is given by B sine theta and the base of the triangle is given by B cos theta. Now we can easily see that the vector A plus B acts as the hypotenuse of a larger right triangle with its height as B sine theta and its base as A plus B cos theta. Now we can just simply apply the Pythagoras theorem and obtain the magnitude of the vector A plus B. As you can see, it is given below. The magnitude of vector A plus B is given as the square root of A plus B cos theta the whole square plus B sine theta the whole square. We can simplify it and we get it in a most familiar form, which is the square root of A square plus B square plus 2. The dot product is another important vector operation. We will talk about that in a future video. Now another important thing about the vector A plus B we can find out is its angle with the vector A. Let's call this angle alpha. Since it's also a part of the right triangle, we can easily find tan alpha, which is given by the ratio of the opposite side by the base, which is B sine theta divided by A plus B cos theta. And so we can easily find the angle alpha as tan inverse of b sine theta by a plus b cos theta. It is not really that important to by heart all these equations, but it's more important that you understand how it is done and how you can do it on your own. So, we will end this video with a question. The question for the day is electric current a vector? Or is it a scalar or neither of this? You can leave your answer in the comments. Also share your suggestions and doubts. So, see you next time. Take care.